Heavenly Father, we come to you today with humble hearts, seeking your guidance and wisdom as we begin this program. Lord, we ask that you would bless every person who has gathered here today, and that you would be present with us in a special way. We pray that this program would be a time of learning, growth, and fellowship for all of us. Help us to listen to one another with open hearts and open minds, and to support one another as we strive to serve you in all that we do. Please give us the strength and the courage to follow your will and to use the gifts and talents you have given us to make a positive difference in the world. We pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Hello at magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Welcome to Financial Management 103 webinar on finding your perfect investment match, brought to you by Scale Up Training and Development. So thank you so much po sa lahat for joining us tonight, and I welcome everyone na andito sa Zoom, and of course hindi makakalimutan yung mga participants din natin na nasa Facebook live stream ngayon. So in this session, we're going to understand kung paano nga ba mamili ng tamang investment na babagay sa iyo, sa goals mo, of course sa risk tolerance mo, and pati rin sa lifestyle mo. So before we begin, please be reminded of the following. First, please keep your microphones muted to minimize background noise. Second, use the chat box responsibly for your questions and comments. Third, let's respect our speaker and fellow participants at all times. Fourth, stay focused and engaged throughout the session. And lastly, if kaya po, please keep your cameras on to make our session more interactive. So, actually, this webinar is pangatlo na siya, no? Pangatlo na siya na webinar under our financial management series. So, last time, we had Financial Management 102, where pinag-usapan natin ang financial and investment literacy. So, there, natutunan natin ang basics ng saving, budgeting, investing, at kung bakit nga ba mahalaga ang pagiging financially informed bago pumasok sa kahit anong investment. So, dito sa Financial Management 103, we will build on that foundation. So, our mentor is a finance professional with strong experience in investment education, financial literacy, and client development. So she is a BSBA graduate, major in financial management from the University of Mindanao, and currently works as an investor education and development associate at First Metro Securities and Brokerage Corporation, where she helps individuals understand investments and make informed financial decisions. She has also handled key roles in training, operations, insurance, and client relations across reputable organizations, giving her a well-rounded perspective on both personal finance and real-world investing. So let us all welcome Mentor Tara De Rampatun.
Thank you so much, Miss Rain. No? So before I start, I'd like to share muna my screen and also check with our attendees. No? So let me also check with the chat if nakikita niyo po yung screen ko, and also you can clearly hear my voice. Kindly type in yes so that I can fix some or tweaks, may small tweaks tayo sa ating presentation before I start. No? Okay, can you see my screen or hear my voice? Can you type in yes? Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Rain. Thank you all also to Miss Marie and also to Elizur Maraming salamat po sa pag-confirm. Okay? Now, again, good evening everyone. No? So it's 6 p.m. I am Isnair Patton, but you can call me Tara for short. I am very happy, and also it's my first time to actually get to have a webinar with Scale Up today. Usually my colleague JP usually handles the session, no? So I'm very happy to have this session to you on behalf of also First Metro Securities, a proud member of the Metrobank Group. And also today we are partnering with Scale Up for yung nga sabi ng ating moderator, no? Third session, finding your perfect investment match, no? So before I start, let me say thank you again to Miss Piper and also Miss Rain for creating a financial education initiative just like this one. So actually this time, we'll highlight that investing isn't just about yung nakikita natin usually sa mga balita, yung mga data, or even the numbers, no? It's about finding the right partner for your financial goal. Okay, so before we begin, I'd like to show you, no, yung aming disclaimer. Please note that yung presentation ko for tonight is for educational purposes only. I know that the market is dynamic, no? While we strive for accuracy, and the views here are general commentary and not a direct solicitation to buy or sell specific securities. So again, please exercise your own judgment. Okay? Now, to give you a background po kung sino nga ba si First Metro Securities, no? So First Metro Securities is the trusted online stockbroker here in the Philippines. We are actually subsidiary of Metrobank and also First Investment Corporation with over 30 years of experience. We are actually then a fully digital platform for those investors who want to invest in publicly listed stocks. We also have yung mga pooled funds natin, mutual funds, UITFs, and of course our fixed income securities, no, yung mga tinatawag natin na bonds. We also have government and corporate bonds, no. So these are all backed by the strength of the Metrobank conglomerate. So for our session tonight, no, I know it can be parang madami yung coverage, but we'll try to keep it intact, at the same time easy to digest. Feel free to chat in the chat box whenever you have questions so that I can answer along the way as well, or if may mga few things that you need to ask. So, ano nga ba yung pag-uusapan natin tonight? Actually, na-summarize ko siya into 3 natin na key PODs, no? First is identifying legitimate investments here in the Philippines. Second is understanding what type of investor you are. And finally, determining which investments fits you. Okay? Now, hopefully we cover all those PODs and we get to digest easily as possible. No? So, before we discuss all of the investment vehicles, no, let's first understand some aspects of investing. No? So let me ask you first a question. Okay? So if you keep 100,000 sa ating traditional savings account today, after 10 years, ano kayo yung magiging worth niya? Okay? So is it A, 100,000 same pa rin? Letter B, pwede ba siyang tumaas? 120,000 plus maybe? Or letter C, 80,000 plus, meaning bumaba siya than its value. Okay? Can you type in sa chat box? Is it A, B, or C? Okay, so this is just a guess, no? Kung ano nga ba yung magiging value niya after 10 years. Okay, so there will be no parang right or wrong here. We'll just explain ano nga ba yung usual nangyayari when it comes to our money. Okay? Right now, meron tayong Brave na nag-answer, no? We have C7 and sabi niya letter B. How about the others? Same ba? Or it grows or it loses value? Okay? Yan. So, actually, yung answer dito would be pinaka-cold truth, no? Medyo mahirap i-digest. While the number in your bank account stay the same, the value of that money is actually dropping. Okay? Bumababa siya. So if you have 100,000 today, so in a few years, no, its purchasing power might only feel like 80,000 pesos. So why? Bakit kaya? The math is, kung hinahayaan natin yung ating pera sa isang regular traditional savings account na may 0.25% na interest, habang ang bilihin natin yung ating groceries, yung ating services na ginagamit, goods, no, ay tumataas between 3% to 5%, natatalo tayo. Okay? May tinatawag tayo na inflation, no? Let's think of it parang, let's say, parang magnanakaw or a thief, no, of our purchasing power. So you're losing money by doing money, meaning nakastagnant lang yung pera, no? So think of it, for example, yung parents natin yung time nila or even older generation beyond your parents, no? Yung 50 pesos, actually pang malakasang meal na yun ng isang, for example, fast food or even restaurant, meaning yung dati pwede ka makabili ng 50 pesos na burger, fries, and also drink, no? Actually ngayon, 2026, baka kulang pa yan siya sa extra rice or even makabili ka pa ng drink, no? So as you can see here, I have also an example how inflation works. From 1998, 500 pesos, maybe we can buy more sacks of rice, no? Moving on to 2018, maybe half sack na lang siguro. And maybe 2 years from now, 2028, no? Baka ilang kilos na lang or baka hindi ba aabot ng 1 kilo, no? It's the same 500 uh, that can still buy fewer and fewer number of items, no? Every decade. Okay, so your money is literally shrinking while it sits still. Okay? So, at the same time, idle money is sometimes natawag natin na dying money, no? So, if it sits under your, sometimes kasi dati may mga tradition tayo na sometimes kinikip natin yung money sa loob lang ng pocket or for example, sa ilalim ng kama or for example, in its basic traditional savings account, it loses the fight against time, no? So, think of your, let's say, your money, no, as yung seeds, no? So, when we want to plant something, syempre, kumukuha tayo ng seed, no? For example, kamatis, talong ba yan? Or for example, a fruit, mangga. If you just hold it in your hand, the seeds will just stay the same, no? So, and eventually, they might even rot, meaning mabubulok siya. But if you plant them, no, so in the perspective of investing your money, they have the chance to grow into a tree that provides shade, no, pwede din protection, and fruit for your future. Okay, so hope it helps, no, when we understand how investing works, no, or how we grow our money. Okay? Now, at the same time, investing is very personal, no? So every investor is different. So I am different, your parent is different, you are different, your friends are different, no, when it comes to investing. At the same time, we'll look into four main factors, no? Number one is your experience. What have you done before? Meaning, have you tried investing sa bank? Have you tried investing na sa stocks, mutual funds? Or baka doon pa tayo sa pag-iipon ng emergency fund? Or for example, we focus muna sa savings, okay? Next up is time horizon, no? When do we need the money? Okay, so are you thinking na baka short term lang muna, ma'am, or for example, within 1 year, meaning that's very short? Or are you thinking na long-term perspective, maybe 5 years and more? At the same time, third factor is risk appetite, no? How comfortable are you with potential losses in your investment portfolio? Or are you looking na dapat ma-preserve yung capital? Okay? Fourth and last one is your sensitivity to market fluctuations, no? So for example, nabili mo yung ang stock na ganito, 50 pesos, hindi mo alam na maybe in the few days due to the market trend and market forces, bababa yung presyo and then after 3 days, aakyat ba siya? So are you okay with that sensitivity? Okay, so throughout this session, no, you'll see our mantra. Be brave. So actually, I prepared this mantra para mas easier for us to digest some of the concepts. No? So, like seeds, no, investments need additional care, patience, and also the right environment to thrive, no, para lumago siya. Now, first tip natin is to have self-awareness. Okay? Number one tip natin yan, self-awareness. Meaning, know your investment type. Sa'yo yung una na step before choosing investments, no? So just like planting plants, no? Plants grow differently in different soils, 'di ba? So for example, dapat yun yung mga rocky soil dapat or ito dapat mga smooth soil, no? Same with investments, no? Investors thrive in different strategies. Okay? So some investors grow steadily in reliability, meaning those are very conservative ones. Meron din tayong mix of safe and also growth crops, no? Medyo moderate tayo, medyo balanse. And some are high reward or sensitive to weather. Medyo aggressive sila because they do have that specific goal, no? Na dapat tataas yung kanilang yield of harvest or tataas yung kanilang dapat kitain. Okay? Now, when it comes to investing, no, or even choosing your investment, there is a principle na dapat nating ma-remember. Okay? Tinatawag natin the risk and return principle. Okay? So, the higher the potential return na gusto nating makuha, the higher the risk din yung ma-expose tayo. Okay? Now, the lower risk naman yung exposure, the lower din the potential return. Okay? So, as you can see here, I've shown you the investor profile that we have when it comes to looking kung anong type of investor you have. When you start investing, it helps to know what type of investor you are. No? So this kind of way, mamamatch natin yung investments depende sa yung risk profile and also your goals and the comfort with the risk. Okay? So for example, let's start off with conservative investor. No, ito yung dito sa pinaka-left, yung may risk rating ng 1, wants to avoid risk and preserve capital, no? So, meaning nito, for example, nag-invest siya ng 5,000, no? So, mas pipiliin pa niya na hindi magagalaw yung 5,000, okay lang na konti lang yung kanyang earning. Okay, so focus siya sa capital preservation. At the same time, he or she chooses low-risk investments, just like, for example, bonds, and accept lower returns in exchange for safety na hindi magagalaw yung kanilang capital appreciation. Okay? Now, opposite naman, dito sa pinaka-right, naka-red, no, is yung mga aggressive investors. Okay? So, they're open to take more risk, no, for higher potential returns. Okay? So, they choose high-risk investments. For example, yung equities natin, individual stocks. They also understand that there might be ups and also down along the way. Okay, so remember, again po, investing is very personal. Every person has a different investor profile because of different goals na meron sila and also risk appetite. So understanding yourself will help you invest wisely and with confidence. Okay, so another tip for me na hindi ko na-add dito is to do not follow the crowd, no? Don't invest your money and emotions just because of peer pressure. Okay, so kahit parents mo pa yan, or for example, friend mo, na close mo talaga, before ka talaga mag-invest is you have to decide na parang individual yung decision. Meaning, hindi siya affected by other people. Okay, so important talaga to research, no? Before you finally decide. No? So, in the end naman po, it feels great to know that you are making informed and independent decisions. Okay? Ayan. So, upon checking yung investor profile, no, after knowing what is the suitable or right investment for you, actually, I'll show you a quick lang siguro na look of the sample investment vehicles for each type of risk profile. Okay? Now, again, if you're risk rating number 1, you are a conservative na investor, meaning the suitable investments for you are money market securities. And also, we move sa medyo open to risk, no? But is conservative pa rin. Is we have yung risk rating na 2, you're moderately conservative, and the suitable investments for you are fixed income securities or bonds, no? Now, if your risk rating is 4, okay, so meaning di ka pa naman sagad aggressive, but you're thinking of a little bit of safety, no, you are considered moderately aggressive, no, and suitable investments for you are equity securities or stocks, but limited po sa index trackers. Okay? Now, lastly is what we have yung mga naka-red, no? Yung may risk rating na 5. So if you are very aggressive and the suitable investments for you are equity securities, but you can already pick individual stocks. Okay? Now, yung yellow naman sa gitna, yung risk rating na number 3, you are very balanced, moderate ka. The suitable investments for you are a mix of um equities and also fixed income. Kaya medyo balance siya. Now I've shown you some of the investment vehicles. These are just parang pasada lang siya. So later, I will show you each of the investment vehicles that I've mentioned para we dive deep, no? Kung ano talaga ano yung mga investment vehicles and why are they considered low risk and also high risk. Okay? Yan. So, this leads me to my second tip. Okay, so when investing, understand your options. Okay, so for example, kapag nagtatanim ka, you want to buy seeds, no? Important then to also look at the packet. Okay, so just like investing and also with farming, investing has its own risk, no, and also expectation errors. So one way to manage that risk, no, is to only invest in the things that you fully understand. Okay, so for example, this one, seed packet, no? You need to check the item if it's tama nga ba to na seed? Alam mo ba yung sino yung nag-prepare nito, yung manufacturer niya, and also paano yung maturity niya, ilang days pa dapat mag-mature, ilang days pa dapat lumabas yung fruit talaga. And also, is it a good seed, no? So sometimes nag-ask din tayo ng reviews from other people. If it's how are they experiencing those investing with that kind of investment vehicle? Or at least you have the idea, no, before you're really trying that investment. Okay, so we need to learn before we earn. This will decrease the chances of getting ghosted po by investment scammers. Okay, so for me, I'd like to give warning naman, no, before we start talking about legitimate investments na meron din tayong mga active scammers right now that we have to avoid, no? And also check those red flags. Okay, para hindi tayo ma-scam. So one of the most common ones usually that we see these days, tina-target tayo through the text, no? The text scam. So these are random text messages asking for personal information ninyo, bank account details, usually OTP, or fees in exchange for an item or service, no? Sigurado ako, actually, marami tayo, or even all of us here, no, is nakatanggap ng ganitong text. But I pray na wala tayong nabiktima dito. Kahit ako, I do receive this kind of text. So when I identify one, inaagad kong block agad yung mga nagte-text ng ganyan, no, if ever na-identify nyo na scam siya. So, one of the examples of online fraud incidents include, for example, let's say phishing scams, no, tricking into providing your personal information. Pwede din identity theft, no, using your information without consent. And number 3, ito madaming cases no recently because we have investment scams. These are fraudulent schemes promising high returns with little to no risk at all. And sometimes, hindi din sila nagdi-disclose ng information paano nagwo-work yung investment na yan. So, financial literacy alone isn't enough, no? We also need an environment that fosters financial inclusion. So imagine, for example, a world, no, where everyone, regardless of income and also background, has access to affordable financial products and services. No, this would really empower Filipino to save, invest, and build financial securities. Okay, so in the next slides, I will show you how First Metro Securities contributes to financial inclusion. So marami tayong pwede pagpilian, no, when trying to grow our hard-earned money. No? So to understand our options, let's discuss the characteristics of each investment. So again po, Feel free to put your questions po sa chat box so that will address your questions later. Okay? Okay, so first investment vehicle that we will discuss no is tinatawag natin na stocks or equity securities, no? So these are shares of stock of a listed company. Okay, so if you are a shareholder of that company, you are a parang part owner of that business, you can share in the company's profits through tinatawag natin na dividends. So, meron din yang logic, no? So, sometimes companies that are very generous with the dividends tend to grow less quickly, while those medyo less generous tend to grow more quickly, no? So, it really depends on the management how they use that income. Okay, so at the same time, stocks are publicly traded on the Philippine Stock Exchange, allowing investors to sell and also buy at the same time, potentially earn from the price appreciation. So, price appreciation meaning, for example, you buy a stock na 50 pesos na maybe after few weeks naging 60 pesos na siya, you can sell it, no? It's one of the ways na kumikita ka sa stock market investing. Kapag tumaas na yung presyo than your price na nabili mo siya nung una. Okay? Now, however, this is governed by the law of supply and demand, no? So it can also go the other way due to the market risk. So if you're investing for long-term financial goals, perhaps, for example, more than 5 years, you might consider investing in stocks with prudence. Okay? Now, I'll give an example to better give you how to understand stock market investing. No? Okay. Now, to see those characteristics in action, let's look at the Meralco's historical performance from 2017. Okay, so hindi ko lang na-add dito yung 2025, uh, but we'll see the 2017, 2024. No? So you can clearly see here that its price fluctuates due to the supply and demand market forces. So there are times that it trends higher, no? So you can profit here when you buy low and sell high. That's how you make money investing, yung sinabi ko kanina. There are also periods that it trends lower. Okay, bumaba yung presyo. You should avoid the stock during this time. Or for example, bumaba yung presyo, but you see na meron pa siyang upside or you research more, nakita mo na meron pa pala siyang potential na umakyat ang presyo, you can buy the stock at that cheaper price, no? So, it's important to research or for example, as professionals in the field of stock market, no? If okay ba to siyang bilhin, okay? Now, despite the price fluctuations, no, yung pagbaba and akyat ng presyo ng Meralco, Meralco has given dividends through the years, no? So for example, 2017, it was 18.225 per share, and then 2024, mas higher than siya compared to 2023, no? So sa stocks, may bumabalak din sa atin. Okay, so usually kapag traditional savings account, super konti or hindi gumagalaw. Now, to compare that, much better content stocks when it comes to growing your money. Okay? Yeah. So this leads us to the third tip, no? When investing is to champion and control your emotions, no? So don't let it get the best of you. Fear and greed often lead to poor investment decisions. Okay, so just like how some people bought face masks at a high price during the pandemic out of fear, no? Dami tayong nabili doon ng mga mamahalin because of the face cover, ganon. So think of it like, for example, saving for a house. You need to plan, budget, and make smart choices to reach your goals. Okay, so at the same time, when it comes to investing, no, just like the real plants or yung mga tanim natin, your investments are vulnerable in the beginning. Okay, so aside from inflation na mention ko kanina, there is one more thing that can kill your young plants, no, before they even grow further, is what we call emotions. Okay, so specifically fear and panic, no. So if you don't manage your emotions, you might end up uprooting your investments at the wrong time, no? Or may mga decisions tayo na magre-regret tayo sooner or later. Okay, so remember, the market is like the weather. So may times na umuulan, may times na bumabaha, may times na maaraw siya, and minsan may bagyo. So markets rise and fall is actually natural depending on how you can really follow your strategy. No? So the rule natin, don't panic. Just because of, for example, a little rain, no, doesn't mean hindi na umaakyat yung sun, no. So the secret is to have a successful harvest is what we call consistency. Okay, so stick to your investment plan. Okay, now at the same time, when it comes to investing, no, you also don't need a lot of money to start investing. Okay, so don't just stop at being able to afford, for example, one of the super meals ng Jollibee, 264, maybe pricier kapag nag-order ka sa Food Panda or Grab, no, because may added siya na fee. But for example, for owning a stock, no, you can also buy a share of Jollibee Foods Corporation for as little as 203 pesos per share, no? And the minimum number of shares required for GFC is 10 shares lang siya. So, that's only around 2,100 to start investing in Jollibee. Okay, so at the same time, for those na mahilig ng canned goods, for example, Century Tuna, may bibili ka sa mga groceries around 34 or for example, 40 pesos per can siguro. Right now, you can be a shareholder for as low as 40 pesos per share, no? So, the minimum number of shares then is around 100 shares. So, you need around 4,000 to start investing in Century Pacific Food. Okay, so again, habang tumataas po yung presyo ng stock price, mas bumababa din yung minimum number of shares na pwede mong bilhin. Okay, so it really depends. Kung for example, ask ka, ma'am, how much po to start investing in this company? It really depends on the stock price. Okay? Ayan. So again, you don't need a lot of money to start investing and owning shares of big companies. Okay? Ayan. So right now we have nearly 300 stocks to choose from. Now, to gauge the market general sentiment, no, in the Philippine Stock Exchange, yung PSE selects 30 best stocks for the composite index, no. These are commonly called blue chip stocks. So as you might have noticed, they share certain qualities. Bakit sila blue stocks, no? Blue chip stocks. So for example, let's say good brand recall, no? So, just a glance at their logo, for example, yung logo ni Jollibee, alam mo na agad na galing siya sa isang food industry, no? They are known for their business. Or for example, SM, no? Alam niyo na agad na it's a mall. Or for example, high demand for their products and services, no? So, you might be even a regular customer, no? For example, you're using Globe. Dominant market share, they gained enough traction in their industries, like for example, BDO in banking, no? Another good example is proven resilience. So they've historically weathered economic downturns due to their strong balance sheets. For example, that just like San Miguel, no? Their financial stability helps them survive tough times. For example, COVID. So may napapansin kayo, how was the business? How were their business? Until right now, naka-recover ba sila? And also maintain long-term growth. They also share profits with investors through dividends. Okay, now. So the performance of stocks now fluctuates with the investor sentiment and is governed by supply and demand. So some years, the stock market is positive. Yung nakikita nyo na may mga up na arrows. Other times, it's negative or has little change. So for example, if you're not sure to invest in stock market, you can maybe see this, no, as a way for you na, okay ba mag-invest sa stock market in the long run? So from the end of 1987 to 2023, there were more years with a positive return. So the total growth rate was around 693%, and the compound annual growth rate of PSEI was about 6%. Okay, so in investing, wala pa tayong shortcut button, no? Wala po din tayong magic. So, you have to set realistic expectations, no? So, the stock market might be the most profitable investment historically, but past performance doesn't guarantee future returns, no? So, however, in terms of long-term data, it shows uptrend siya. Okay? Yan. So actually, we are the last two tips na lang dito na hindi pa na-mention, no? We have the tip number 4 is to value long term, no? This actually shows you to set your sights on the long term, no? So people can make money in the short term, but long term investing proves to be far more successful, no? It's like, for example, during kabataan pa tayo, may mga school play tayo or mga events tayo na kailangan natin preparahan. You can try to put a last minute na performance, pero a well-rehearsed na performance always steal the show, no? So just like in also another example, for example, teaching, no? A solid foundation and consistent effort in investing yield the best results over time. Okay? Now, we're done with stocks. Let's move to another investment vehicle, is what we call bonds or fixed income securities, no? So the bonds are essentially tinatawag natin na utang. So these are debt instruments with two types that we have right now that you can try. We have the government bonds and also the corporate bonds. Now, government bonds are perceived to have lower risk, no, compared to corporate bonds, since they are backed by the country. Okay, so for example, Philippine government, they are backed by the Philippines. Okay, so to compensate you for lending for example, to compensate for lending your money to the government or the corporate side for a certain period of time, you can earn through tinatawag natin na coupon or interest payments. So usually, binabayaran ka for quarterly or semi-annually or annually. Okay, so corporate bonds naman usually offer higher interest than the government due to the higher potential default risk, no? So instead na, for example, government yung pinapautang mo, mas low risk siya. But for corporate side, for example, specific company talaga yung nag-offer ng bond na yon, mas higher yung risk niya because a lot can happen to that company, no? So bonds are traded in the secondary market, so investors can sell them before maturity to earn potential capital gains, no? So if for example, if held until maturity yung bonds, the principal amount is refunded in full. So these are just this description, no? Let me show you a sample bond cash flow para mas easier natin maintindihan. Okay, so for example, here is a sample bond cash flow that shows you it can be a source of stable income until maturity. So let's say, for example, meron tayong corporate bond na offer niya is 5 years, meaning naka-lock-in siya. 5 years mong ipababorrow yung pera mo. For example, sabi niya 100,000. So if you're comfortable with 100,000 or meron kang 100,000 na hindi mo ginagamit, you can invest 100,000. And then sabi niya, 5% per annum. Okay, so you might ask question, okay, pahiram ako ng 100,000. How much kaya yung interest na ma-earn mo? You can see the coupon rate. Sabi niya 5% per annum. Okay, so sa year 0, nagpahiram ka ng 100,000. So yung interest na dapat mo ma-earn yearly would be dapat 5%. Okay, so what's the 5% of 100,000? Would be around 5,000 pesos. So year 1 to year 5, you were able to earn in interest payments, no, 25,000. So if na-held mo siya for maturity, sabi niya 5 years, no? So after 5 years, mababalik sa inyo yung principal na pinahiram mo. That's 100,000. So actually, it's one of the investment vehicles na hindi masyado kailangan ng malaking effort, no, to maintain that investment. So, ipahiram mo lang siya and then you'll just wait for the maturity and also the coupon interest na kikitain. Usually, right now, there are couple of examples that are available for the retail, or for example, if you want to start small muna, meron tayong government bonds. Usually, primary issuance is depende, usually once a year. So recently we have the RTB 31 that was August 5 to 15, 2025. So there are times actually na medyo maaga nila kino-close yung government bond offering ng RTB because of the demand. Mas marami masyadong nag-i-invest. So kapag kasi nami-meet na ng quota yung government, kino-close na nila yung issuance. Okay, so why is it very high demand, no? Yung RTB natin from the government, very cheap lang yung starting point. You can actually invest as low as 5,000 pesos. And then if you want to add more, increments of 5 lang tayo. So 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on, hanggat ano yung kaya mong amount. And at the same time, for this one, sabi nila 6% per annum. Okay, so this is one of the very affordable ways to start investing in bonds. At the same time, if you want to have medyo taas or mataas ang return, you can start investing in corporate bonds. For example, on the right side, we have 2 bonds offered by Ayala. So dito, makikita mo may mga iba't ibang options, no? So for example, sabi niya Series C, 5 years, kung kaya mo yung 5 years na lock-in, or meron din tayong Series D or 10 years. No? So based from that, sabi niya, it's usually 6.01 to 6.31% for the Series C. And usually, since may taxes pa yan, the net would be 4.825% yung kanyang interest. At the same time, sabi niya quarterly. So, usually for bonds, no, if you are not sure, for example, if you're looking into more options, you can seek out through the banks, or for example, for First Metro Securities, we can give you options naman po of what are available na mga bonds right now, even for primary issuance, kung ano yung mga available right now, aside from the secondary market. Okay? Yan. So for First Metro Securities, we also have the platform, no? So even if you invest in stocks and also, for example, mutual funds, if you invested in bonds using our platform, consolidated na siya, meaning all-in-one platform na siya. For example, showing on your screen, this is a portfolio of one of our investors, no, kung saan nag-participate siya sa 4 na RTB issuances. So as you can see here, nakikita yung 4 niya na bond na pina-participate niya during the RTB. Okay? Now, moving on to the third investment vehicle is what we call money market securities, no? So you can establish, for example, we've established yung sinabi natin na regular savings account, sometimes won't beat the inflation, no? Where do you put the money you don't need for daily expense? For example, may nakaupo lang na 25,000 or 5,000 ba dyan, or maybe more of that money na hindi mo ginagamit. You must put your money on performing naman din po na security. That are also low risk, no? So for example, money market securities, think of it as like premium na parking lot. So for example, traditional savings account, it's very low risk siya, easy to access yung mga savings account natin. But sometimes traditional ones, it only gives you 0.25% interest. This is best for actually immediate emergency fund because pwede natin gamitin yung ATM, kunin natin yung pera. While money market securities, think of it as the premium parking spot, no? So it offers higher returns, for example, let's say 2 to 5%, while still being low risk, no? It's a perfect place for growing your idle money, hindi natin ginagamit, while waiting for your next big investment. Okay? At the same time, they are very liquid naman din po. So, at First Metro Securities, actually, you get to access 161, over 161 funds that we have right now. But showing on your screens, these are the top 5 money market that we have right now. So, This is a 1-year change as of January 27, no, 2026. So, here are just some of the actual returns that we've seen early 2026. So our top performer is ALFM Money Market Fund, reached 4.40%. Others like, for example, Atlam and Manulife also performing strongly above 4%. So comparing this to your traditional savings account na 0.25, by simply moving your money to money market, you are actually effectively trying to beat the 3.20%, the inflation rate. Okay, so these are just one of the ways to also grow your money. Now, for example, yes, invest ako sa money market, but is it safe? No? How do I understand more about that fund? Actually, we have more tools, no, to better understand that. You can always view the complete fund profile. So let's look at the ALFM money market fund as an example. So as you can see here, yung fund allocation niya, why is it low risk? Over 51% of the money is invested in government securities, no, which are among the low risk investments possible. At the same time, next one is 29% goes to stable corporates, and the rest is kept in cash equivalents for the liquidity. Okay, so this balance, why is it considered low risk? No, so you know exactly where your seeds are planted. Okay, ayan. So to recap, no, let's compare money market. Mention ko bago lang. We have fixed income, bonds. We also have the equities or stocks, no. As you go further to the right, the risk increases. This means yung equities natin are riskier than the bonds, and the bonds are riskier than the money market, no. So if you're comfortable with more risk, the potential return also increases. Okay, so for example, let's say yung TDs natin or time deposits, you might get around 1.25 to, let's say, 6% interest per year. Government bonds like RTBs, retail treasury bonds, can afford around 6% per over 5 years. Equities don't have fixed returns po, but the PSEI 20-year growth rate ending in 2021 was about 9.45%. Okay, so people invest to beat inflation, no? So, and grow their money. So, for example, 2024, the inflation was around 3.20%. Okay, so as you can see here, yung makakabit sa kanya probably would be bonds or the stocks, no? So, does that mean na hindi na tayo mag-invest with the money market? So, not necessarily. It's important to consider your risk appetite, potential returns, and time horizon. Okay, so building an emergency fund is crucial to protect against unexpected expenses, no, or income losses. So it might not be wise to put emergency funds in stocks due to fluctuations, but for short-term goals, money market securities or instruments are safer and more accessible, no. So for medium to long-term goals naman, a mix of bonds and stocks can build a growth fund. Okay, so this actually brings me to my last tip when it comes to investing. Yan, so is to expand portfolio, or what we call diversify, no? So never put all your eggs in one basket. I know narinig yun na yan kahit saan, no? Yung term na never put all your eggs in one basket. So for different financial goals, investing your money in various appropriate investments. So by diversifying kasi, we balance the risk, no, with potential rewards. So similarly, for example, for love, no, do not invest your entire life in a single person, but you must also try to live your life the way you want it to be. So you have to live a happy, balanced, and also diversified life with your time with your family, friends, and also loved ones. Okay? Now, I think I'll just add konting tip na lang siguro. In investing, how do we manage risk and maximize returns, no? you do need to do what we call asset allocation. So this refers to how you divide your investments among different types of assets. No, like for example, stocks, bonds, pwede din cash, pwede din money market, or for example, you want na may other investment ka ba, pwede din gold, no? So in farming, you don't just plant one crop, okay? Very obvious yung reason why. Because if, for example, nagtanim ka ng talong, tanim ka din ng patatas, nagtanim ka din ng pinya, and then nagtanim ka din ng corn. So if mag-fail si corn, you still have those three remaining na stocks, no? You can remember these three factors, no? Number one, diversification, meaning different crops or investments have different harvest times. Number two, safety net. If one investment declines, others can still provide income. And lastly is the goal. No, this is how you balance risk and reward to ensure a steady harvest regardless of the season. Okay, so that's one of the basics of allocation that can be understood in many ways. No, so I know this can be hard to sometimes suggest, but this will help you if we have parang mga advice from our experts. No? When you invest, you typically put your money into different types of assets, diba? Like for example, stocks or bonds. The ratio, how much you can invest in each stock is called stock or bond ratio. Okay, so why it matters, no? It helps balance risk and rewards. At the same time, it can help you ensure kung ano yung mga financial goals mo while also protecting your investment. So ano nga ba yung sabi ng mga investors, no? Let's talk about very quick lang, investment philosophies, no, of three famous experts and how they approach asset allocation. So for example, dito si Sir Warren, I think you've been very familiar with Sir Warren if you are very active in investing, lalo na sa abroad, no? Kung titingnan natin yung mga news, usually baka Bloomberg, lumalabas yung name niya. Sabi niya, sabi ni Sir Warren, he believes in keeping most of your money in low-cost index funds for steady growth with a small portion in safe government bonds. Okay? Sabi niya gano'n. Now, iba naman si Sir Benjamin who created the Intelligent Investor. No? Sabi niya, walang parang difficult na strategy. You can also do 50% sa stocks or 50% in bonds, no? Very easy strategy. Graham advocates for balanced approach, no? Equally dividing investments between stocks and also bonds to manage risk and reward. Okay? Now, different naman ang approach ni John, no? Actually, this is good din yung strategy niya. Sabi niya, your age in bonds, the rest is in stocks. Okay, so for example, if you're 30 years old, you would have 30% in bonds and then 70% is in stocks. No, so let's say yung retirement is 100 years old. So by retirement at age 60, you have 60% in bonds and 40% in stocks, no? So habang tumatanda ka, dapat lumiliit din yung exposure mo sa risk. Okay, so this approach lessen risk exposure as you near retirement. Okay, and also lastly, we have what we call all-weather portfolio. Okay, so this is from Sir Ray, no? Um, sabi niya, let's say 40% sa long-term bonds, 30% in stocks. Meron din siyang 15% sa medium to intermediate bonds, 7.5% in gold, and also 7.5% in commodities. No? So this is his example. It's just showing you that it's important to diversify across different asset types to perform well in any economic environment. No? Hence the name, kaya siya all weather. Okay, so these are just good examples, no? But it really different po yung approach kapag iba din yung ating personal goal at saka at the same time risk appetite. Okay, so each expert has a unique approach to asset allocation, Now, the key takeaway is to find a strategy that balances risk and reward to meet your financial goals. No, at the same time, to protect your investment. So remember, at some point, no, we might regret our decisions, but no matter which strategy we choose, whether it's the market fluctuations or the personal circumstances, investing always carries some level of uncertainty or risk. No, so in real world, investors' behavior are influenced by market conditions. So it's really important to make informed decisions, stay adaptable, importante mag-research, no, and learn from each experience. Okay, so in summary, we learn about legitimate investments available and how they work. We have money market, fixed income, equity securities. Lastly, we also knew what type of investor you are and also the suitable investment that is fit with your personal risk profile. Okay? Actually, we've covered all the PODs, no? Hopefully, we were able to digest some of the topics as well. But before I end my presentation, no, let me share with you some couple of things on behalf of First Metro Securities. At the same time, while we have a beautiful digital platform that can help you trade with the PSE stocks, we also have real estate investment trust or yung REITs na tinatawag natin. We also have mutual funds and UITFs and also bonds, no? So you can do that with our platform. At the same time, should you start investing, no, for those who don't have an account with us, you only need one account for all your investment needs, meaning you can open an account with us. You can access it via web. You can access using your iPad, even your mobile phones. For example, you are doing something. If you want to check the market or your portfolio, you can use the mobile app that is First Metrosec Go. And also, right in the comfort of your home, you can open First Metro Securities account via the website. That's www.firstmetrosec.com.ph or through our mobile app that is First Metrosec Go application that is both available naman po sa both Apple and also Android na Play Store. Now, for faster processing of your account opening application, kindly use the seminar code Scale Up para alam po namin that you came from this webinar. Okay? Ayan. And for those who want to invite us as your speakers, just like this one, or for example, you want us to conduct a session for your employees, for your organizations, schools ninyo, feel free to scan the QR code or send us an email via marketeducation@firstmetrosec.com.ph or even take a screenshot for this one para may future reference tayo. All of our initiatives with the market education is all free as long as mapupuntahan naman po yung place or even we conduct webinar that is okay naman din po. Also, our main website again is www.firstmetrosec.com.ph. No, for those our existing clients, kindly send us an email if you do have some concerns or inquiries. That is customer service at firstmetrosec.com.ph. And also we are First Metro Securities is regulated naman po by a number of regulatories. We have SEC, PSE, and also BSP. At the same time, we are very active with our social media platforms. Actually, right now, kanina 6 p.m. while we are starting, we have a public webinar about the fund smart or the mutual funds. No? So, ganun lang. We do have sessions every month to cover basic to advanced level of sessions that we have. No? So, those are free naman po. You can check out our Viber and also Facebook para you can register sa ating mga sessions. And at the same time, if you do want to, for example, check out the market insights, ganon, we also share those updates sa aming social media platforms. And also our recorded ones sa ating YouTube channel. So you might be familiar with us and also JP nandun very active sa YouTube. And a small favor na lang po before I end. Here is a feedback form. I'd really appreciate if you give us a feedback how I deliver the topic and at the same time, if may gusto ko yung topics that we'd like to maybe conduct soon for Scale Up, feel free to put it sa ating feedback QR. So I'd like the floor given back to Miss Rain. Maraming salamat po.
Yan. Thank you so much po, Mentor Tara. So, for that discussion po, very clear and very comprehensive siya. So, hopefully, yung mga participants maraming natutunan tonight. So, ngayon, we will proceed na po sa ating open forum. So, if you have any questions or any clarifications po with regards sa topic, kindly type them in the chat box and Mentor will be happy to answer as many as possible. And ayan, while waiting po kami sa mga questions ninyo, please don't forget to fill out our attendance sheet. So you may scan the QR code shown on screen or you may just click the link that will be sent sa chat box. So ayan, if may mga questions po, pwede na po tayong magtanong. Last call for questions. So if ever wala, kindly send a heart emoji po sa chat. If para po malaman naman namin na klaro na lahat and there are no more questions. Ayan. How about po yung iba? So, okay. So if wala na pong questions, we would like to invite everyone po sa aming mga upcoming na webinars for the month of February. So patapos na po ang January and hindi rin naman matatapos ang learning. So if ever you are interested into any of these topics, you may actually start registering right now. So you may just scan the QR code na nasa gilid ng kada topic. And then that will redirect you po sa mga registration forms sa mga topics na yan. So for any other updates, announcements, and future learning opportunities, please don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. Meron po kami Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search for Scale Up Training and Development. So I think wala talagang mga questions po So that concludes Financial Management 103 webinar on finding your perfect investment match. Once again, thank you so much po everyone for joining us tonight. Stay safe. See you in our next webinar. And remember, we are your Scale Up partner. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Miss Rain.
You're welcome po.
Thank you, ma'am.